Hello and welcome. You're watching eMind Rocks. I'm Chaiti Narula. Today we're going to be discussing mental health and mental well-being with somebody who does not need any introduction whatsoever. We're in conversation with Randeep Hooda today, and I'm going to go straight across to him to ask him this first question. Randeep, do you think mental wellness in India is one of the hugely ignored topics at the moment?
Mental health is an issue which we have culturally looked down upon or brushed under the carpet. And also, it is not so prevalent as it is in the West because of our close-knit family structures and our close-knit neighborhood communities. Uh, so it is something which is coming into focus as it is coming into focus of the people with the fragmented families and things. There are people who are depressed and but nobody knows what's wrong with them, and they themselves don't know, and it leads to all kinds of misunderstandings. And you know, it is something which I'm glad we're having a conversation about.
Absolutely. And I know, Randeep, that you're so passionate about horses, and they also say that the outside of the horse is very good for the inside of the man. Does it really de-stress you to be around these creatures?
Oh, absolutely. I think actually it is the truth, because the horse has a heart energy field 6 times the ratio size of any mammal. A lot of people who are facing even cerebral palsy issues get better and get their motor skills improve when they are in and on a horse. A horse exudes a sense of a very positive energy field, where whenever you touch a horse or you're around a horse, it is very good for you mentally, spiritually, emotionally. So definitely that has been a big booster in my life. I've got 5 of them, so I'm overly charged.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. I go racing or I go riding when I'm feeling a little down, and the world seems to be a better place. And now, Randeep, you're one of the few voices from the film industry that actively talks about conserving the environment. You're a UN Environment Program's ambassador as well for the aquatic migratory species. Is venturing into the wild your healing stone as well, apart from, of course, horses that you just spoke about?
I've always been a nature lover all my life, and I think if there is a fight that we need to fight, it is not political, it is not religious, it is for nature, it is for everybody. We should unite in that voice. I've always felt passionate about it, and I have had the good fortune of reading up and meeting and watching people who do something about it, who are just, I mean, it's very easy to like, tweet, retweet, and pour out your heart on social media. But I've always felt that, when you do ground action, that's what leads to actual change, even if it is just you. And that also makes you feel very good, since we're talking about mental health. Contributing to something which is larger than yourself always makes you feel better, whether it is going washing dishes or serving langar in a gurdwara, or cleaning up your house or your community, or doing something for the larger good of humanity or your planet. It gives you an immense sense of satisfaction, and it doesn't cost much. In
That
fact, it doesn't cost anything. So
that's
that's a good way of overcoming any mental blocks or depression that you might be having, is to do something for the larger good, which serves not just yourself, but something more. It gives you spiritual strength.
You just spoke about depression. It's a very strong word, and many people cannot differentiate between depression and sadness as well. And the psychiatrists and the mental health practitioners who we speak to say that there's a huge difference. But today, somewhere culturally, do you think in India there's a problem? Because when somebody goes through feelings of depression, they speak to their parents, and the parents usually say, "Koi baat nahi beta, theek ho jaoge, think positive, it's all in your mind." What do you have to say to these cliched responses that are coming in? Do we need to break away from these, and parents need to also realize that, listen, going to a mental health practitioner can really help your mind, and that could keep you physically fit as well?
I think parents might be right in a way. Sometimes you might just be on a chain of thought which is doing circles in your head and is not leading you anywhere. So it is always a good thing to get off your ass and divert your mind, and little things that the parents do encourage you to
Hmm.
do, they are a good thing. I mean, for every little thing to rush to a doctor is also not a very good idea,
Hmm.
but it does exist. And if you're feeling repetitive thoughts of gloom
Hmm.
and sadness, and as if your life seems to be going nowhere, talk to some people, talk to your parents, and even if they say ki chal beta chal khada ho sab theek ho jayega, even that you should pay heed to. It is being talked about more, and I'm very glad that this conversation is happening.
Hmm.
But except for some really extreme cases, by
Hmm.
doing little things and by communicating with people around you, and seeking and doing things for their happiness for a change,
Hmm.
can really help you out of the lower ebbs of the tide. And I think it is very necessary to at least talk about it. Whether you have to
But
go see a
Randeep,
doctor, it's
don't you
that
think
time will tell,
that
and each case is different. But do things which would make you happy. I mean, if you feel like you feel happy while drawing, go draw for a couple of hours, man. You'll feel better. If you feel like just watching a movie or eating some ice cream, go do it. Sometimes little things can help. If you want to spend time with somebody, go do it.